Hello everyone, it's me Tiffany. Welcome to my channel where I share all things pregnancy, postpartum, and motherhood related. I am a certified birth, postpartum, and bereavement doula, so that means I support women and their families on their journey from conception to postpartum. If you have not had a chance yet, please check out my website. It's sacredarrival.com. You can check out my doula services, my childbirth education courses, and you can also check out my blogs. So it's time for another doula review, okay? And we're going to discuss one of the most hilarious movies I have ever seen, like seriously, and touch on parenting fears and chaos in the movie Due Date, okay? So Due Date stars Robert Downey Jr. or Iron Man and Zach Galifianakis, and it's a 2010 film that's supposed to be about a wild road trip, but if you take a closer look, it's actually about the fears that come up right before parenthood, okay? So here's the setup, all right? You have Peter Hyman, who is played by Robert Downey Jr., and he is an expected father. He's trying to make it home before his baby comes. I guess he was on a business trip or something like that. And he comes off as a bit of a jerk. Like he just seems like he's really high strung and just really on edge and all that good stuff. And good stuff, maybe bad stuff, but that's how he came off to me, like especially in the beginning of the movie. So on his quest to get home, everything that can go wrong, y'all, it goes wrong. He runs into Ethan Tremblay, who is played by Zach, and it is completely a wreck from there, okay? He gets kicked off the plane, ends up on the no-fly list. He loses his luggage. Ethan steals his wallet, which he doesn't find out until later, and this forces him into a chaotic cross-country trip with Ethan, who is a complete nut job, and he drives Peter absolutely crazy, which is understandable, okay? Ethan finds a way to work every nerve that Peter has, all right? He was complaining about being allergic to waffles when they went to the Waffle House. But my thing is, if you're allergic to waffles, why in the heck is you gonna eat the dang on waffles? You can choose something else on the menu. Then they went somewhere, went to go buy some weed and spent up all the folks' money that they had. He was sitting next to Peter, you know, doing some things to himself, and even his dog was doing it too, you know what I'm saying? So they ended in also, oh yeah, oh my God, there was this one part where, of course, he's going across country because he wants to spread his dad's ashes. It's in a coffee can. They end up drinking the dang on ashes from his dad. So anyway, on the surface, this movie is a buddy comedy. But if you think about it, this whole movie is basically a metaphor about how unpredictable life becomes when you're about to become a parent. You can plan all you want. Your birth plan, you can pick your perfect nursery, your parenting style, but life loves to test your patience, okay? And that's exactly what happens to Peter. One of Peter's biggest fears is losing control. And that's something so many new parents do struggle with. He wants everything to go smoothly, but nothing does, okay? Every parent to be knows that feeling, that tension between wanting to be prepared, realizing you're never really prepared, okay? Peter has a short temper. He's constantly frustrated. And it's not just about the road trip. It's his anxiety about fatherhood spilling out into real time. Ethan, on the other hand, represents something totally different. He represents chaos, emotion, and the surrender. He's unpredictable, but also deeply empathetic, okay? He cries. He talks about loss. He's sensitive. Qualities that Peter actually needs to embrace if he's going to be the kind of father that his child deserves, okay? So sometimes parenting isn't about being perfect. It's about learning to flow with the chaos, something that I'm learning myself still. But learning to flow with the chaos and not fighting it, because parenting can definitely be chaotic. And if you don't let go of that control, you're going to be in the corner rocking, like for real. I'm not playing. Now, what's powerful about Due Date is that underneath the slapstick humor, there's this quiet emotional truth. Parenthood forces you to grow up, but it also cracks you open, okay? You start confronting parts of yourself that you didn't even know were there, your impatience, your control issues, your fear of failure. Peter's journey across the country mirrors the inner journey so many parents go through before their baby arrives. The messy transformation from me to we, okay? By the time he finally reaches home, he's exhausted, but he's also humble, okay? He's ready, not because of everything that he went through, but because he finally learned how to let go. And I've actually had to watch this movie a few times before I made the connection between parenting and surrender and how that's needed. So the next time you watch Due Date, try to look past the jokes and the chaos to see the story about surrender, about how love and fear coexist right before the biggest change of your life. Because honestly, parenting is one long road trip, okay? You might take a few wrong turns, you might hit some bumps, or even run out of gas. But in the end, it's the messy parts that teach you the most, okay? So I just wanted to get on here and kind of share what parenting things I saw in Due Date. And it is an awesome movie. Like, y'all really should check it out. It's quite hilarious, okay? If you've enjoyed this, as always, comment, like, subscribe, and share it with another parent that may be feeling like some pre-baby jitters, like they're getting ready to be parents and they may be nervous about what's going on and what could potentially happen. But hey, if they watch this movie, parenting, it's not so bad. I thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the next one.